Good afternoon. My name is Isabella Akinsheye, and it gives me great pleasure to warmly welcome you to Office of Innovation and Technology, Lagos State Science Research and Innovation Council Grant Award Ceremony this afternoon. Today, indeed gladdens my heart. As I look behind and I see those checks, indeed, I'm reminded that government works. It almost feels like yesterday, in December 2019, when Mr. Governor spoke so passionately about science, research, leveraging technology to develop local solutions to various problems. He spoke about committing funds and resources for research and development. And if you were doubting Thomas in December, today, in August 2020, you will become a born-again Thomas. Because today, government is redeeming its commitment and its pledge to fund research and development in Lagos State. I believe that deserves a round of applause. Indeed, this government is committed by putting their money where their mouth is in developing a smart city and a 21st century economy. Thank you, Mr. Governor. At this point, I'm sure we all want to hear about the process, how transparent it was, how winners were selected, and we will be hearing from two people. The first is Mr. Olatubosu Alake, the Special Advisor to the Governor on Innovation and Technology, and he'll be speaking about the application process of this grant. A warm round of applause for him. I believe there's a microphone on the high table.
Thank you very much. Good evening, Mr. Governor, Mr. Deputy Governor, members of the State Executive Council, distinguished members of the Lagos State Science Research and Innovation Council, innovators, researchers, technopreneurs, universities, ecosystem partners, members of the press, welcome. It gives me great pleasure to be here today. It is, in many respects, a landmark day. A day that showcases the talent and human capital strides a state like Lagos, and indeed Nigeria, is blessed with. A day that cements the commitment this administration has for the advancement of science and technology in Lagos. This was clearly evident when in December of last year, at our maiden Art of Technology event, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu committed the seed grant fund of 250 million naira for the advancement of science research, innovative ideas and initiatives across Lagos. This fund was to be managed by the Lagos State Science Research and Innovation Council, a body whose sole purpose is to advance the cause of problem solving through deep science research and innovative initiatives, leveraging the university ecosystem and our nascent startup industry. At the onset of the COVID pandemic this year, one of the first activities that LASRIC underwent was to partner with two well-known innovation centers, the Ventures Platform and CC Hub, to co-resource ideas around alleviating the COVID-19 pandemic. And out of that exercise, LASRIC funded about 12 startups in the area of COVID-19 and health management. Two of those startups now are in talks with the Ministry of Health to co-resource a number of their activities. In May of this year, LASRIC initiated a call-out for research initiatives and innovative ideas in the areas of manufacturing, food security, COVID-19 and health management, and other key sectors. These thematic areas represent key sub-pillars of this administration's themes agenda, earmarked for developing Lagos. LASRIC's subsequent actions included comprehensive deliberation processes and evaluation activities that ascertained the initiatives in line with development agendas and KPIs, the result of which has us standing here today. Research initiatives were judged on wide-ranging criteria, including scientific quality, impact on emerging and current scientific fields, methodology of the empirical work. Innovation entries were evaluated in areas such as the vision in relation to a compelling social impact, the target market, the successful scalability over time, the organizational capacity, and the profitable economics over a number of years. The recipients we have today represent key research initiatives and innovative startups that are ready and qualified to be resourced for the development of Lagos. Let us have no doubt that this event today is the first in many of this administration's support and development of the science and technology ecosystem. In understanding and harnessing our environment, in solving our problems, in lifting our people out of poverty, in advancing the knowledge, let us understand that today marks a milestone in the journey of 1,000 miles. This is resourcing tangible development. And with that, I want to say welcome to today's event, a commitment to show that Lagos State is indeed in support of the science, technology, and innovation ecosystem. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Alake. We've heard from the town, and I believe it's now time to hear from the gown. Please join me as I welcome the LASRIC chairman, Professor Oluwatoyin Ogundipe, Vice Chancellor of University of Lagos.
Mr. Governor, the respected Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the Mr. Deputy Governor, Dr. Hamzat, and respected people on the high table, invited guests, the members of LASRIC Council. It gives me a pleasure and joy to be part of the event of today. This event is to showcase to the world the first set of beneficiaries of the Lagos State Research and Innovation Council Fund, which is an initiative of the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu. LASRIC is a body tasked with promoting science, research, and innovation in Lagos State. It was inaugurated in 2017 in a bid to close the numerous gaps identified in the state framework and the comparison with other megacities, and thus set the pace for higher economic growth and competitiveness of the state. The major thrust of the council is to assist the state in its quest to transmit to a smart city through the application of science and information technology. The council has the mandate to assist the state in achieving its science, research, and innovation agenda by harnessing the rich human, land, and aquatic resources in Lagos State through scientific and technological innovations for agricultural, social, economic, and industrial development, jobs, and wealth creation to evolve a secured and healthy smart city. If you don't mind, let me remove this. It's almost shocking me. This goal is broken down into the following specific objectives. A, secure the life and assets of Lagosians and the state through the use of innovative, integrated information technology and the Internet of Things, IoT. Assets in this context include state and local government information systems, library, transportation system, hospitals, power plants, water supply networks, waste management, law enforcement, and other community services. B, improve the efficiency of services and quality of life of the people through the use of research outcomes in developing innovative applications. C, encourage research, promote innovation awareness, educate and advance the culture of science at all levels of education. The development of technical and scientific workforce will also be enhanced to meet the socio-economic needs. In driving this objective at the elementary, secondary, and tertiary levels. D, develop science and innovation-based research, increase the volume and quality of research outputs from the universities and research agencies with emphasis on agriculture, health, energy, environment, and other human-centered areas of need. Consequently, Mr. Governor, sir, in December 2019, you graciously approved the sum of 250 million naira as seed fund to enable the council pursue its mandate. Today's event, where the first set of recipients of the fund will be awarded, is a testimony of the Mr. Governor's commitment to the development of innovative ideas to solve our everyday problems. The event also shows that there is ingenuity amongst Lagosians when provided the opportunity. Call for proposals were sent out to the public in research, innovation, and STEM, and submissions were received from individuals and groups. I wish to inform you that today's awardees went through rigorous and competitive selections through so many stages before they finally emerge. Let me use this opportunity to appreciate members of council who are seated here, particularly the selection committee, for their dedication and commitment to getting this done in spite of their very busy schedules. I also congratulate all the awardees and earnestly hope that the outcome of your ideas will add great value to Lagos State and Nigeria as a whole. Finally, Mr. Governor, for this unwavering commitment to the development of Lagos State that is driven by science and research, I want to congratulate you and your executive for this that we are celebrating today. I want to say thank you and God bless every one of us all.
Thank you, Professor Ogundipe. At this point, we'll be hearing from Mr. Governor. I'll be calling upon Mr. Governor to perform two functions. The first is to deliver the keynote address on the state government's goal in making Lagos a 21st century economy. And the second function is to present the checks to the awardees. A warm round of applause for Mr. Governor, Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu.
Thank you very much, Emanuela. Please, we may be seated. I'm sure I got your own name very well. Thank you. Isabella. See? Oh, don't worry. I'll make a better try at it the next time. Mr. Deputy Governor, once again, good afternoon. Members of the State Executive Council, here present, Commissioner for Science and Tech, Special Advisor, Innovation and Technology, and Special Advisor, SGD and Investments. Thank you very much for coming to grace this event. Body of Permanent Secretary, one or two of you are here as well. The Chairman, Professor Toyin Ogundipe, our own Vice Chancellor, University of Lagos, anything anybody says, and other council members of the Lagos State Science Research and Innovation Council. Our great awardees today, I want to thank and commend you, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I think it was sometime in December 2019, about 7 months into our government, that we inaugurated the Lagos State Research and Innovation Council. And at that inauguration, we did said we're promising to give them some seed funding. I think shortly after, we were able to give a 250 million seed money in demonstration of our commitment to develop Lagos State into a 21st century digital economy and a smart city. You're all aware that in our team's agenda, which, I mean, all of you know are 6 pillars of economic growth. The E, which is the first E, which is education and technology, it's very, very germane to us. And the N, which is making Lagos the 21st century. These twin elements underpins the work that the Lagos State Research and Innovation Council, LASRIC, is doing for us. And essentially, this is to facilitate investment in science, in research, in innovation, and in STEM education, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And we're hoping that this will be done throughout the states and to encourage the development of innovation solutions to problems using cutting-edge technology, including artificial intelligence, robotics, machine learning, and other applications. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we're here today to match our words with our action. Like the saying rightly goes, even if you don't believe what we say, you cannot disbelieve what we do. We're here today to do, not just to say. And so today, LASRIC has done their job, and today we'll be passing on some grants to some of the beneficiaries who are here, have been successful in their application. I have no doubt that the application had gone through a thorough review process overseen by the council, which is made up of Nigeria's most experienced and successful technology entrepreneurs, academics, and public servants. I'm indeed so excited seeing all of your faces that we did not make a wrong choice. All of you have been so dedicated to this thing. You're all very, very busy individuals, and I'm indeed happy with your leadership and your commitment to ensuring that this great responsibility I've given to you, you've done it, and you are still doing it to the best of your ability. Every individual and organization that is a grantee today should feel very proud of their recognition and should be committed to making judicious use of the grants to transform their ideas into reality. This responsibility now firmly rests on our shoulders. LASRIC is making funding available and is also committed to encouraging and supporting you all along the way. I congratulate you all, today's grant awardees and beneficiaries. Our very first, I must say, and we can be rest assured that there are going to be several others after you. We also believe that the local challenge are best solved by thinking that we understand and will appreciate our local content's peculiarities. Lagos supported solutions to Lagos-specific challenges. Let us think global, but let us act local. Whatever are our problems, let's be able to domesticate it and be able to take our own local solutions to see how it fits into what the things we're doing. And I believe that to make all of these things workable, we indeed have a challenge. We need to challenge all of you, and we need to also encourage you. You need to continue to try and ensure that you don't stop at this level. You need to continue to up your skill and ensure that you don't stop until when you believe you have gotten around what the solutions must be. In adding to this seed funding, we've also made available to LASRIC. They also been given a mandate to explore innovative ways of raising additional funding locally and internationally. I believe that once people see that we're about what we say, we're about doing what we say, it will also help us be able to open up availability of the grant being attracted by other donors, both local and international. Ladies and gentlemen, in this 21st century, issues of improved productivity and efficient service delivery at all sectors, including transport management, healthcare, education, waste management, security, and governance, cannot be addressed without the series and commitment application of technology and innovation. And so that's why we believe that science and technology remains a key enabler to transform the social economic destinies of corporations, cities, and nations around. And you know the challenge that we have in Lagos. Here in Lagos, we're on a journey to properly identifying, resourcing, and enabling the building of a great human potential for our state and by extension for the nation. Some of our flagship projects, which you all seen around, is our Metro Fiber and Smart City initiative. You've seen all of the colors of the metropolitan fiber optics that we're deploying. This is also supposed to build the backbone for our Smart City initiative. And we're on right course, and we believe that that project will be completed within the next 1 year. We're also working to transform our civil service by encouraging innovative thinking and developing technology tools and processes. We've set up an initiative which the entire civil service themselves are challenging themselves, and they're bringing about solutions that can be domesticated to improve the quality of service that we render in Alausa and our other MDAs around Lagos State. LASRIC and all of you beneficiaries are positioned to be a vital part of this important journey in Lagos. I want to once again commend the headship, the chairman of this council, Professor Olutoyin Ogundipe, and all the members of the council for the very impressive progress that you have all made in delivering on the mandate. You have all worked so hard to meet the timeline for the presentation of this grant to the first set of beneficiaries. I want to assure you of our continuous support to that, so that together we can achieve the goals of building a smart, inclusive, and resilient economy. Once again, I want to congratulate the beneficiaries. I want to say to others that are not making this first set that they shouldn't give up. The fact that you don't win the first time is not a license for you to give up. Make sure that when the calls are made again, make a good pitch, improve on whatever are the shortcomings or whatever the things that has not made you pass. Improve upon it and make another pitch. Don't give up, keep trying until when it gets to your turn. Once again, I want to congratulate you, and I want to thank our council members for doing a good job. Thank you very much. And Isabella, what is my second activity?
Thank you very much, Mr. Governor. And indeed, science and technology will continue to remain that key enabler in transforming the socio-economic destiny of Lagos State. Please, Mr. Governor, can you take the stage here? We'll be having the checks handed over to you to do the presentations. So as we all know, we can't have all the awardees here due to the restrictions on public gatherings as a result of the pandemic, but a few of them are here and the others will be recognized. So we'll be starting with those receiving grants in the areas of research. Please put your hands together for Abimbola Showemimo. The title of his research is Bioprospecting for anti-COVID-19 remedies from indigenous medicinal plants, the African Center of Excellence for Drug and Research. And he will be receiving 3 million naira. A warm round of applause. Next, we have Olabisi Ogunriola, development of plant drug for treatment of coronavirus, COVID-19, using crinum glaucum bulb, LASU. And the person will be receiving 3 million naira. A warm round of applause for the awardee. We also have Kafayat Fakoya, Integrated Aquaculture Vegetable Crop and Decision Support System, increasing food security and sustainable livelihoods from LASU. And she'll be receiving 3 million naira. She sent her representative. A warm round of applause. I think we can do better. I've just called out millions of naira, and we still have a lot to go. Thank you. Now to the innovators. We have Luther Lamoyi, Price Kali, Innovation in Agric and Food Security, and they'll be receiving 5 million naira. We also have Aisha Rahim from Farms to You, Innovation in Agriculture and Food Security, winning 5 million naira. And we have George Kobani, Doki Healthcare, Innovation in COVID-19 and Health Management, winning 5 million naira. As I mentioned, not all the awardees are here, but at this point, I'd like to say thank you, Mr. Governor. You've indeed performed excellently in the 2 tasks. Thank you, sir. Okay. Once I finish reading the names of all the awardees, I would like to invite all the awardees present to take a group picture with Mr. Governor. But first, the other awardees that are not here physically. We have, under research, Shehu Akintola, mass production and commercialization of improved broodstock of Clarias garipinus and Heterobranchus longifilis, developed from indigenous strains, LASU. I believe the VC of Lagos can explain further. And it's towards mass production and commercialization of improved broodstock, winning 3 million naira. We also have, under innovators, Victor Boyle Komolafe, Value Out Givo, Innovation in Manufacturing, winning 5 million naira. I hope you will clap better because we still have a long list to go, and Mr. Governor said I must call out all the names. So under research, we have Wesley Okai, development of hydrogen peroxide biosensors for detecting post-harvest deterioration and preparation of chitosan-derived materials for cassava shelf life elongation from University of Lagos, receiving 3 million naira. We have Akim Kadiri. Focus is on botanical exploration of some tropical plants with potential for immune boosting and treatment of COVID-19 and upper respiratory infections from the University of Lagos. And they received 2.5 million naira. We have Akim Abayomi, production of fortified municipal solid waste derived compost, MSWC, for amending soil to improve nutrient release and plant growth from the University of Lagos, and receives 4 million naira. We have Emmanuel Ogedengbe, design of alternative sources of power and energy management system, development for efficient charging and adaptation of electrical vehicles technology at the University of Lagos. And they received 4 million naira. I'm just enjoying calling out all this money because I know it's going towards a good cause, research and development. So now we also have Adeleke Oyenuga towards self-sufficiency in beans production in Lagos State by 2020, development of striga-resistant cowpea, Vinia unguculata LW whelp, and they received 2.5 million naira. We have Kainde Kemambota, saving the creatures that feed our world, bringing back butterflies for enhanced food security, University of Lagos, and receives 2 million naira. Mosumala Akinwumi, improving urban food security through cultivable prawn farming, University of Lagos, and receives 4 million naira. Oluwagbenga Adeogun, post-harvest application of chitosan nanocapsules, particles incorporated with Cedium, and receives 2.5 million naira. Solulape Ojo, production and quality evaluation of Gari from trifoliate yam, Diocosera dumentorum from Laspotec, and they received 3 million naira. And finally, Fumilei Awobajo, an assessment of level of microbial immunoinformatics designs of epitope peptide-based vaccine against SARS-CoV-2 spike glycoprotein, 3.5 million naira. And I believe that's a good place to round off the award ceremony. At this point, we're going to have the group picture with Mr. Governor. So all the awardees present, please come for your group picture. And right after that, we'll have questions and answers with the journalists present. We're only taking 2 questions due to time, and then we'll have our vote of thanks. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Governor. We have the next set of pictures. And right after that, we'll have the vote of thanks. Okay. I believe the picture taking is concluded. So at this point, I want to say a big thank you, but I'd like to call upon the Honorable Commissioner, Science and Technology of Lagos State, Mr. Hakeem Kokwala Farm, to give the vote of thanks. A round of applause for him.
Mr. Governor, Mr. Deputy Governor, members of the Lagos State Executive Council, the chairman of LASRIC, Dr. Ogundipe, Professor Ogundipe, the permanent secretary of Lagos State Ministry of Science and Technology, members of LASRIC, awardees, ladies and gentlemen, I take this opportunity to give thanks to our able governor, he set the agenda by jump-starting this event in December. And here we are today, giving the awards out in different fields. This is a testament that he set up the team's agenda, which is a very strategic framework that has been tested and continue to be tested. We did not plan for COVID-19, but the governor gave us the leadership to continue to emerge from this pandemic. And here we are sitting down, giving awards to people doing innovation, research work in different areas, including COVID-19. The team's agenda is truly a strategic agenda because it works and it will continue to work. Again, I thank the governor for taking the leadership and also the deputy governor and the SA for Innovation and Technology for working very hard to make sure that this event is successful and will continue to be successful. I thank Professor Ogundipe and all members of LASRIC. They've been doing fantastic work, looking at all the applications, judging, discussing, making sure that the best candidates emerge. And here we are today giving the awards. So I pray that the awards will put to fruitful use. And thank you again, members of the LASRIC board, for doing wonderful work, and also the Secretariat in the Ministry of Science and Technology for providing the necessary support to make this day possible. Again, I thank our governor. Thank you very much. May God bless us all.
Thank you, sir. And on that note, all I have to say is, Igbega Ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó Àjùmọ̀ṣe ni o. Thank you, sir.